Good morning. We'll call the November 6th DRC meeting to order. We'll start with roll call. Community development is present. Police is not present. Public services.
Richard's here.
Fire.
Jeremy Holderfield.
Building.
John Hanson's here.
All right. Special events are on the agenda, but I do not see anybody from the Recreation Department in attendance. So we'll get right to the plats that are on the agenda. The first one's Eden Crest Phase 1, and Amir Hamza is project manager.
Good morning, everyone. This is a plat that is currently zoned planned development and has a future land use of residential low. The plat consists of 184 lots for phase one. Phase two will come later. This is just for phase one. Is the applicant in attendance? Seems like applicant is not in attendance today, but I posted the comment letter from planning and zoning, and yeah, that's about it.
All right. Any questions of the DRC in regards to this plat? Hearing none, we'll go around. Community development has nothing else. Public services.
I have nothing at this time. I need to spend more time with this and the other two items on the agenda, so I'll have my comments in and email the applicant if I have any before the end of the week.
Very good. Fire. Okay. Building.
I don't have anything, thanks.
Thank you, sir. Next one is Willow Run. First Middle Gene Sanchez, project manager.
Good morning. This is the subdivision located on, is that it? Located on the intersection of Appy and Plymouth Sorrento Road. It's been a few years since you've seen this. It's come and gone. I think they paused a little bit and now they're doing the plat. It's by a new owner, MI Homes. It's being subdivided for 110 lots. I think we had some comments from both city surveyor and legal, and that's all the comments I received from DRC.
All right, thank you. Is the applicant in attendance? Any questions or comments for the DRC? Okay. All right. All right. With
We're scheduled to close. No, we have the owner now.
Tina, if you could just,
Yeah,
if,
so we update that.
you have any-
Some of the stuff wasn't right. We were in the process, so
yeah,
we
you
got
have
all
any?
that stuff updated on the paperwork, right? So.
Okay. All right. Community development has no further comments. Public services.
Nothing else at this time.
Fire.
You said this was done on. This is from the past, I guess. This Willow Run from years ago.
Yeah. So what happened was entitlements for I think it's the both MDP, the Major Development Plan, and CSP were already approved. It expired. I think development of it was paused, and then a new owner got in contract at my homes, and they actually didn't change anything on the approved MDP and CSP. So essentially, it's the same. It's just they had to redo the entire application review.
So, unless I missed it on this, was that part of this the approval? Because I don't. I'm fire marshal from 2 years ago. I wasn't here, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to get caught up on a project that I feel like I'm blindfolded on right now. I need to see.
What happened is we had them redo the construction site plan review. I think you were already here for that. I think you were fine with it.
Okay, it's possible.
Yeah, because you talked about
There's no full access point.
yeah,
That's what I was
because we talked about access on Appy,
Alright,
and you talked
alright.
about right turn lane on
Okay.
PSR. So
Obviously, like I think we all can agree, there's a lot of stuff going through all our heads.
Yeah.
I might have overthought it, and it could be an overthought, and I apologize for that. I was just double checking.
no, there's plenty out there. But yes.
No comments. Thank you.
Building.
I don't have anything, thanks.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll look out for the resubmittal, and then you'll be scheduled accordingly for public hearings. Next item, 1400 West Kelly Park construction site plan. June Son is the project manager.
Good morning. This is a subdivision for CSP minor development plan located at 1400 West Kelly Park. The total size of property is 5 acre. Maximum density is 2 dwelling unit acre. Maximum number of unit is 10. Proposed number of unit is 8. Open space requirement is 20%. Proposed open space is 23%, including 75% of retention pond and public access easement with a path and trails. Applicant is here for any comments.
And any questions for the applicant, or do you have any questions for the DRC? Sure.
So one of the comments received was regarding the location of the lift station and its proximity to the other lots. And it says to maintain a minimum 50 feet separation from a residential lot um, unless it's not possible. So the subdivision, the way that it's laid out, we put an open space track towards the front of the community so that we could push the lots a little bit further south and separate it from the entrance. And we have the grading on the site drops significantly from north to south. We have a pretty large drop, so it would be challenging, impractical to put the lift station towards the north, towards the entrance of the community. So the lift station should go to the south, and because of the dimensions of the property, it would make it challenging to have it separated by 50 feet within between any of the residential communities or lots. I'm sorry. So I wanted to see what sort of space do we have here, and I thought that it was an Orange County requirement. I didn't think it was a City of Apopka requirement from the reviewer, but I could be mistaken. So I just wanted to chat through that comment and see if there was any options between maybe lowering that to 25 feet. I have the open space track where the lift stations currently sits is 100 feet wide. So, if we were able to provide 30 feet or so from the north and from the south, it would still provide a good amount of separation from the residential lots. It will be a pretty small lift station, it's only an 8 lot community. So I was hoping we can get some guidance on that. And then the second question I had is regarding the project utility. So in our submittal, we didn't include the final lift station design because we don't have the tie-in pressures to the city's lift station. I've been reaching out to the utilities department via email and phone calls multiple times, and I've had a pretty challenging time getting the information we need, and that's the only source that we really would have to finalize the lift station design. So if you guys have any guidance or any help in how I can get that information, it would be greatly appreciated.
You would need to direct your comments to that gentleman, Richard Earp. He's with Public Services.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. We have been working with Wright Pierce to get. I think they're doing 8 separate force main pressures to add to the city's dynamic force main model, so that as development comes in, we can make sure that we account for the additional flow and associated pressures and pipe sizes downstream of your project. Um, we have we've got some challenges with lack of staff now. I've been covering 3 or 4 positions for 2 years now. I got another one earlier this spring. I'm responding as quickly as I can. I understand that Wright Pierce is going to provide comments on all of the force main pressures in their model by the end of this week, and I'll get those to you when they get them to me.
Okay. Now
And I'll look at your other comments regarding the proximity or the location of the lift station and get back with you on that as well.
Okay, perfect. Now the lift station again will be pretty small. It will probably be, flight. Xylem now provides a cut sheet with the design of that lift station, so hopefully we're able to move forward, with the overall design of the community and just include that once that information becomes available.
Well, if you hadn't had the comment yet, if it's a residential multi-lot subdivision, I assume it's in the city.
It is. It is. We just recently annexed into the city.
Okay, so your lift station is going to have to follow the city design and construction standards manual. So that's not a little lift station. That's a 6-foot diameter wet well and all the other requirements we have for lift stations.
Sure. Do you allow for private lift stations to be included?
Not to serve multifamily lots, no, because we have found that homeowners associations don't always have the wherewithal to understand that they have to maintain the lift station and keep it monitored. So if there are individually platted single family lots or even condo lots, as long as if they're individually platted, then it needs to be a lift station constructed to the city standards that we will maintain.
Sure. So it is single family fee simple lots, and we have it sketched in to meet the city standards. Our intention was for the lift station to be private, but understanding that, no problem, we can work on that with you. And again, as long as we can get the information requested, I think we can move forward with finalizing that design. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go around. Community development has no other questions or comments. Public services, anything else?
No, thanks.
Fire,
No comments. Thank you.
building.
I don't have anything, thanks.
All right, thank you very much. We'll look out for the resubmittal. Discussion. One item I just want to bring up is the day before Thanksgiving. I think it's the 27th. Are we going to have attendance or are people out?
I'll be out that day.
Okay. John, are you were here that day? Okay. Richard.
I don't have my schedule in front of me. I'll try to remember to email you if I don't, and it's critical if you could just email me. It's a simple look at my calendar. I just don't have it in front of me. I don't know whether I'm off or not that day.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I'm asking is because when we get new projects in, we have to schedule them for DRC. So I'm just trying to get consensus if we should have a DRC meeting that day or just push everything to the next agenda or have everything front loaded on the week before.
Pushing it probably makes sense.
Okay. So if that's consensus, then we'll go ahead and not have the DRC the day before Thanksgiving and we'll push everything off then. All right. Anything else?
Go ahead.
About the lift stations. One popped into my head. Lakeside. I believe they have a public and a private one out there. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering how that works. How are they able to get one of each? Just curious.
Staff that were here at the time were not consistent with the way they administered the code and the procedures at public services. Those people are long gone now.
Yeah, that was
so-
just popped in my head because it was weird. I know the one up in the front section there is a private one, and then the one down below is
And
city department one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm trying to make sure a lot of things
Right.
don't happen
Yeah.
and do happen the way they should.
Right.
I'm just one person handling more than is reasonable, but I'm doing my best. So if you see one and I don't, if you could bring it to my attention, that'd be fantastic. Because that is the consistent position of public services moving forward, unless the code changes.
Okay.
And then I had one. Spoke with Radley earlier this week. They're putting in I forget what they call it, at like a skateboard park, but it's called something other than just a skateboard park. Maybe there's roller skates or bikes or something that allow it on it. It's over behind the Fran Carlton Center on the trail. And it's a really simple design. They're not going to add any parking. It's just going to be the actual skateboard ramp things. And so I let Radley know that he probably needs to come into DRC, and he may walk it in at some point. I don't know that DRC would have many comments. I'm sure the police wants it well lit over in that corner where it is, but hopefully that's okay. And if it's not, if whoever could get with Radley and if maybe it needs to be on an agenda and distributed. I didn't think it needed to be, but so anyway, that was my conversation with Radley earlier this week.
Yeah, and that's a CRA project. It's the skate park pump track where you can go in and skateboard and then do like BMX biking and stuff on it as well. It's been in the works of the CRA for quite some time, but yeah, it'd be a good idea to have him come in and just kind of give an overview of it as well. The special event, I just realized that recreation wasn't here. Should we just push that off to the next agenda, being that we didn't have a presentation, or
What is it?
it's
It's this
Pines-
weekend, isn't it?
Yeah,
November
Pines of
9th.
Kaiba Fall Festival.
It's in Pines of Wakaiba.
Police department's not here either. Says our community is planning our first fall festival event. We are inviting members of our community who are artists and vendors to showcase their businesses, food crafts, and they have a development or a plan here. They have a tent area. Okay. Looks like it's internal to their development.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any objection to this? I mean, we could relay that to recreation. That
Oh, Falcon Crest Boulevard, right side of road blocked with tents. So there's road blockers, it looks like.
okay, so that'd be
Falcon
a
Crest is an
fine-
interior. It's not one of the main roads in there. It's off the main road.
And
I
that's
would-
something I would suggest PD being involved in.
Okay.
Anytime there's road blockage like that, because I mean, that's going to involve fire and police access points. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be okay if police and fire are okay with
Yeah.
it, then I don't have
Yeah.
any other
Same
comments.
here. Yeah. Okay.
I'll speak on what Chief Kelly say about it.
Okay. All right. And then if you just want to like email Lexi with recreation, that would be good. Any other items? All right. We're adjourned.